Ready. Play.
Is Jarry gonna miss? Because he's just he's just not gonna miss when the opportunity is there. But I think he has just missed. Yeah. Diaz Acosta opening up this angle with the backhand cross for him, and he gets the job done. 6 match point. There's a lot of crying in the Diaz Acosta box. Even I see that the coach is basically has tears in his eyes. Obviously, for Facu, it's also amazing, and yeah, he gets the job done. 6-3, 6-4, not broken in the final. What a week! I mean, he didn't drop a set even the entire week. So that kind of already tells you how strong this one was. How is he gonna, sort of perform after this? Who the hell knows? Is he going to be another one of these random Golden Swing winners like Juan Manuel Cerúndolo, like, I don't know, Juan Ignacio Londero, who didn't really follow up the runs? Hopefully not. And as I said, for Diaz Acosta, he still has like 2 more months of basically not defending any points. Right now, he's going to be at 59 in the rankings. So there's still a lot of potential for him to rise in the next 2 months. And then we'll see how he survives all the challenger points that will be falling for him. Diaz Acosta will obviously be now in Rio and will be in Santiago as well. So there's a lot of opportunities for him to still follow this up during the Golden Swing. After that, he's gonna get his main tour opportunities. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna be in like Estoril or something. Last year, he actually played the Green Clay Swing in the States and was really good there. But of course, this year, I'm assuming that the Green Clay Challengers will not be part of his schedule. Maybe Houston though, because he was good on hard true, he was good on synthetic clay. Maybe that's what he's gonna be going for. But yeah, eventually, that's the match, and Facundo Diaz Acosta gets the biggest win of his career, gets the most exciting day of his win of his career, and that's the win. I mean, did Jarry do anything horrible here? Well, he definitely missed these couple of random shots at the 3-6, 3-4 breakpoints. That's something that he surely could have done much better. And also, just in general, that second set looking a little deflated, right, for a large part of it. But I guess a big part of this win is also how in the last couple of games, like Jarry really wouldn't miss. So he has that in him, right? If he played like this in the first few games of the second set, for example, we maybe don't even get there. But anyway, it's not really the story to focus on here, right? I mean, it's just Diaz Acosta not dropping a set to get his maiden title. This is his moment. This is the time to focus on him, if you may. And basically, let's just say that. I mean, the first set from him was just a masterpiece. This was how he played against Fede Coria as well in the semifinals. And yeah, this was essentially again him playing with that superb mental composure, getting all the spot serving right, getting all the spin heavy deep shots to keep Jarry behind, and then also taking these opportunities when they showed up. I mean, what the hell was that set? And also the returns that he broke with right at the beginning of the second. After that, obviously a big fat mess, but that's how a maiden title sometimes has to be. Hello, John Silk.
Can you see or hear me?
Yes, I can see and hear you.
Oh dear, double trouble. That was I think the last game kind of made the final.
Yeah, I get that totally.
I mean, it had a lot of drama. 6 championship points, I think it was. And of course, you also had the 40 love to juice thing as well. And yeah Jarry wasn't going to go away easily. But listen, a deserved winner. But did Facu, did he win it or did Jarry lose it? Or maybe a bit of both?
I mean, I can't really say that Jarry lost it because in the last game he was really went into that lockdown mode. He was not missing. He was not willing to give the match away on a mistake. I wish, for the match, for the drama of it, that he started playing like this a bit earlier maybe than the last game.
Yeah.
But for that reason, I can't really say that Jarry gave it away, because in the last game he was really like fighting and making Diaz Acosta win it. Obviously, he had that one break point where he misses a return, but it's still a return. It's not like the break points at 3-4, which were definitely a bit more. For them, he was a bit more to blame. Let's say that.
Yeah, right. By the way, I can see that the caption "Jarry has been possessed by cash-in" is still on the screen, which is quite funny.
I clicked it and then I
yeah.
forgot about it, but
Yeah, don't worry.
I was laughing at Pedro Cachin catching some strays here. I don't know if why you mentioned him, but I can probably deduce it.
Yeah, but also, what was I going to say? Is Jarry's backhand return normally an issue, or is his backhand normally an issue? Full stop. It just seemed to be something today that at least to the naked eye, it seemed like it was an issue.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's a little more solid than it was today, I think. He actually, when you were mentioning something about lefties, I don't think you were listening to us probably, but earlier Gene
No, I
was
wasn't.
also, yeah, Gene was also asking about that, and we were talking about like his record against lefties, and it's actually pretty good. Like on the ATP Tour, on
Okay.
clay, it's 12-3. So yeah, I mean 18-8, I think overall on all surfaces, so it's actually pretty good. And in general, yesterday when we had that watch along for Alcaraz Jarry, we were talking about it with Vanch that his backhand might actually be his stronger shot. So it was definitely a little more erratic than usual today. Obviously, the Jarry game is actually in sort of in its basis, it's going to be erratic. If you're playing like this, it's going to be erratic. But in that last game, he showed that he also has that more safer mode, right? And it was really good. Like he was still hitting big shots, but he was just making everything.
Yeah. The other thing that I felt, but sometimes our feelings can deceive us, is during the first set, I was thinking to myself about the differences in the match with Alcaraz, for Jarry, that is, and just thinking, oh, today he's the one who's got to take the initiative. He's the one who's maybe the expectation is on him as the slight favourite, as somebody who has the experience of winning titles in the past. And it's up to you now to sort of to win this match, if you like. Whereas yesterday, all of that was on the racket of Alcaraz, and I guess that dynamic was very different. Whether that played a part or not, well, maybe Nico himself will say something in the press conference. The other thing I was thinking towards the end of the match, when there was some break points that came and went for Diaz Acosta. I think he had 3 break points, one at 15:40 to get the double break, and another one at 30:40. And the crowd were really starting to sense the title was probably going to come home, if you like. And I was starting to think, I think right now, maybe for the first time this week, being a home favourite, if you like, or a home, someone who they want to win and the support might get to Diaz Acosta. Because I just thought from the human side that actually that's an amazing thing to have, especially when you're behind on the scoreboard and the cheering is coming on and come on, mate, bring yourself back if you can. But when you're in front and you've had 3 break points come and go, I was starting to think to myself, oh, maybe now it's like, oh, I could be winning this tournament. I always think of Baghdadis having the same mental thought when he's up a set, and I think he has a break point or maybe even a set point on Federer in 2006. And he actually admitted, he said, I started to think about winning the title at that point, and that's when he lost it.
I mean, this is pretty much what Jarry had to face in Santiago last year, right? And I think it can add to the pressure for sure. Maybe it's a little different for Diaz Acosta. Like I think for Diaz Acosta, it's still probably more important to just claim that first title. Like I think regardless of where he was playing it, there would be some nerves at the end. Jarry was probably a little different because he already had a title, right? So probably that Santiago one was like, I really want to win at home. For Diaz Acosta, I would assume that more important was just the fact that, he was playing for his first title, and also, just how magical that week was, and how he was never really considered one of the main favorites to claim it, obviously. But he actually managed to be in the final, managed to be in the semis.
Am I right in thinking that Jarry had those 3 break points at the beginning of the match, but then didn't get another break point until
not until 3-6, 3-4, yeah.
Yeah, right, 3-4 exactly. Yeah, 3-6, 3-4.
At
so
3-4 he had this like 2 random errors, and 4-5 was the backhand return he misses.
Yeah, right. And so that seemed like a long time to go. When you get with them so early in the match, I wonder if Jarry might have thought, well, was he a bit passive on those 3 points? I'm just trying to remember those 3 break points he had in the opening game.
Sorry, come again?
Those 3 break points as a viewer kind of came and went in a way. I don't remember them with great clarity. I was just wondering if
No,
maybe
I
Jarry
remember it more or
himself was a
less,
bit
yeah.
passive. Okay. Was he passive on those 3 points?
It was like a neutral rally on both of them, the 3-4 game. But technically, like, I can't really say he was too passive.
Yeah. I just wonder as well, though, when I was watching it, I was thinking, no big deal. You'll get more break points in the next couple of games. You'll probably win the first set and you'll go on and win the title. So, how wrong. And those break points came and went. And that was it. That was it for Jarry until, as you say, 3-4 and then again at 4-5. But, hey, listen, did you see this Diaz Acosta sort of level, in the last year or two or in the last few months? I mean, I saw Ben Rothenberg tweeting that Taylor Fritz was really gushing about him in Australia after I think Fritz beat him there, and just saying that he's up and coming and he's got a very top level coming. I mean, did you see this?
I mean, last few months, definitely not. But Diaz Acosta had this patch in the spring of last year when he won 3 challengers and basically in like 6, I think, was in 4 finals. And that was definitely his strongest moment of last season. That was when he got to the top 100. Last year, at the beginning of the season, I remember actually being like one of the bigger believers in him, but obviously not. I didn't really think that a year later he was going to have an ATP Tour title. But when he was ranked at like 200, and he had that big match against Nori, I remember thinking that like he should be in the top 100 very soon. But after the spring of last year, he kind of, let's say towards the end of the season, the hype and the excitement coming from his results, from his play, kind of died down. He had some early main tour opportunities, but they were on hard courts. So like he picked up a win in Winston-Salem. He almost beats Fritz, the Australian Open. But there wasn't anything too crazy to be excited about, for sure. So he definitely has sort of restarted the expectations and the hype with the Golden Swing, I would say, yeah.
And now, of course, he's going to head to Rio, play Stan Wawrinka and go out in the first round, right?
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
That's the tennis tradition in a way. That's tennis tradition to win a tournament.
That you have to play Stan Wawrinka in the opening round.
No. But you go out for you win a 250 on the eve of the Australian Open, and then you're out of the Australian Open 48 hours later.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Karolina Pliskova, Cluj, and Doha recently.
Yeah, well, that was a slight exception, of course, but yeah, normally you sort of, in English we say after the Lord Mayor show, but there's also probably a physical element as well of playing all these matches back to back, and then. But listen, he's got 48 hours to recuperate, and maybe he can do the golden double. But I've actually gone for Thiago Seyboth-Wild to win in Rio. Not that he's necessarily shown any form to do so, but there we go. Yeah, I just didn't want to pick Alcaraz. So I just went for someone else. And I thought Diaz Acosta and Jarry are in today's final, so I thought
Seyboth-Wild is someone else. That I can give you. He is someone else.
And his draw is okay. He's in the opposite half to Carlos. His first 2 rounds look very winnable to me. So then he's in the quarters, and then beyond there, who knows? And the thing is, if his mind is on the game, if his mind is focused and he's okay, then he can be a threat. And why not be a threat at home?
Sorry, I know I'm a little like out of it, but basically I made this one. No, never mind. I made this one mistake and I'm fixing it now. But basically, okay. Yeah. What were you trying to say? Sorry, because
I was just saying that why not? If his mind is on it, if he's focused and his mind is on the game, then why not? And if he can't be focused in Rio, where can he be focused?
Seyboth-Wild, yeah. I mean, I think I said during the broadcast that the winner of Seibov Tabilo should have a pretty good chance for the semis to me.
Exactly.
I don't really buy him winning the title because of Alcaraz, but if Alcaraz is not around, and yeah, as you said, I mean, he hasn't done anything in recent months. Like he really needs a big run. I don't know if he's gonna get it, but he is kind of due a big run.
Yeah, I think I've had bigger runs than Save Off Built lately, actually. But anyway, yeah, I went for a run in the park the other day. Okay, listen, let's bring this to a close. I think I've just seen a WhatsApp from Vanch about maybe doing a watch along for tomorrow, but we'll talk about that later. That is this week done. I'm flying to Rio first thing in the morning. So, of course, lots of stuff coming from there. Delray Beach, in terms of miles, unfortunately, has come to a premature end, at least in terms of his experience, because of the rain delay and all the rest of it until tomorrow. And yeah, congratulations to Faku, as they were calling him in the crowd, not to be confused with another English expression which means go away or you're a bad person. And I see Gabriella Sabatini giving him a big hug. She's been here basically all week, waving to the crowd and enjoying things, so that's cool. And yeah, we can wrap things up and plenty of content. Of course, we'll have the press conferences. I'll be recording them and just for those who are still with us right now, who are thinking, oh, these press conferences are in Spanish, YouTube offer a reasonable translation option where you just have to click the cog. This is me talking to the audience rather than you necessarily, Damien, but you just click the cog, then you click translate or those subtitles in Spanish, then you click the cog again and you click the language of your choice. So most people have been sort of tuning in for them and trying to figure out what they're being said, but yeah, fingers crossed people can work it out, and that's that. All right, listen, Ghosty, thanks for tuning in, Ashley too, and many others. And I can click end show if you want, Damien, or do you want to do
it? Whatever, really.
I'll click end.
It matters all that much.
No, it doesn't. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Ghosty says Argentinian Spanish sounds Italian to him, so I'm guessing that's a compliment or positive.
Because it's like
anyway,
more, there's more energy, maybe even. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
the reason.
Ghosty's annoyed about some kind of anti-Tommy Paul agenda, which we'll address some other time.
Yeah. Maybe I pissed him off when I said that Delray Beach is the most boring event I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, I actually heard that. Yeah, I think you said that at the beginning of the match, yeah. Because I think you said...
I definitely second that. Buenos Aires was just so much more thrilling.
The other thing is with Delray Beach is it comes immediately after Dallas, and it's basically the same draw, it's 250. If Delray Beach was first and then Dallas was second, we might be saying the same about Dallas. But anyway,
both events were incredibly boring in my opinion. Like it's literally U.S. national championships in a way, and I don't know. There's no novelty in a match of Tiafoe and Paul, or Fritz and Paul to me. Like,
Ghosty's hitting unsubscribe as we speak. Right, on that bombshell, I'll speak to you all very soon, and I'm going to click end show. So yeah, like, subscribe, and all that other jazz, and plenty more content to come from Buenos Aires. So yeah, speak to you soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Come on! Yes.
Vai Corinthians!
Here is the fly in the ointment of Argentina.
Gracias. Odds.
Wow.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.